go 200 inches, bro.
Easy.
Oh my god. Fuck, dude.
Oh man.
Oh, fuck.
That's amazing.
Breaking news.
Here, hold on, dude. Let me get around on you.
He gets bigger when
I'm gonna have to change my lens out right now. Holy crap, dude, that is a giant. God dang, he's 5 on.
God, dude.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Look at that buck.
Fuck. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Fucking long shot. Double long. Oh my god. I don't even know what to fucking say. Fuck, dude.
Pick this big guy up.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh man. Nice buck, yuck.
God. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, hell of a buck, dude.
Fuck, dude. Oh my goodness. That's what fucking after. Fuck, dude. Look at the fucking thickness. He's a big dude. Oh my god.
Nice spot, Weddle.
Thank goodness, well, we're stuck. Oh, fuck.
Oh gosh.
Oh my
Quite
god.
humongous.
Man.
See, this is you know that audio recording.
Oh my god, look at that, dude. Oh.
Dude, that's gotta be a 3-foot damn main beam right there.
Yeah. I didn't see he was short on this. He's not gonna go. He's 190, 180, 90.
Probably 190.
Good enough.
Right?
Is it on this time?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. So this morning, early morning, I walked out to my spot. I had no action. Jason and Brendan got on this buck probably right out of the Jeep. Pushed him south. I never saw him, so I started heading south on some ridges. Finally saw a herd of deer. Never saw this buck, saw some other bucks in there. Made a move on him. One was raking a tree 60 yards from me. Just never saw how big he was, just saw him walking away. Ended up being a nice 4x4. Didn't have a shot at him. I went after the main herd. Got into probably 80 yards and spooked them. And I kind of watched them go a couple ridges over, and I saw some does and a smaller buck come up on this ridge about 400 or 500 yards back. So I did a big circle, went around the flats, came up, taking my time, come up, and I saw some movement, and it ended up being a buck that I hit yesterday or the day before. Hit him high shoulder. I couldn't get on him after that. Got on him, but couldn't put another shot in him. So I put an arrow in, started creeping in, and saw this guy moving behind the trees. Never got a good look at him. I just knew he was big. Got closer. Some does kind of left the area, not spooked. They're just, you know, wandering around. Some other bucks in there. Had an arrow knocked, kind of crept in. He was down in a little cut. I saw a bed of doe, so I knew he wasn't going anywhere. So I just kind of crouched down as low as I could and kind of crept in to the edge. Drew back on him a couple of times, and shooting the Garmin sight, I didn't range him, so I don't know if I was out of range or I couldn't get a good range on him. He moved around a little bit. I took a knee. There was another 4x4 in there. He pushed him out of the way. I thought I was going to get a shot there. That was about 50 yards. And then he moved to the left to where the bed of doe was, and I kind of arranged my position, and I think I crunched something on the floor because that doe stood right up, and he went right to her broadside, and I figured that was the only shot I was going to get. I knocked on, stood up, drew back. It was about 68 yards broadside, and let it go. Saw blood come out of him immediately. Didn't come over here to look for him. Waited for Jason and Brandon to come here, and we just did the blood trail. Didn't bleed as much as I thought he would for a double lung, but there was bubbles when I first hit him, so I knew it was a lung shot. And ran out of blood just up here a little bit, a couple specks. And Brandon's standing right here, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, there he is." And then here he is, man. He's a toad and a half. Thick, wide, tall.
Everything you want.
My biggest buck to date. My goodness.
Good looking. Good looking
Some
buck.
stealing off. Oh man.
Still got a couple days of hunting to do. 2 more tags to fill. Unless Frank gets out here, and then we got another tag. But man, so if nobody else kills this, this was worth it for sure.
My goodness.
So he's a beast.
I can't believe it. I've been hunting out here, what, 13 years now. And I've seen some big ones in the past. Haven't been able to put a shot on them. I've got a couple. I got a 150-inch 3x3 out here. And this guy, man, this is the one I've been after for 13 years. Buck this big. Finally happened. Schwacker, baby. Schwacker.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
All right, boys, let's get to work.
Drag him in the shade.